Hey, how's everybody doing? Well, today is Tuesday, the 2nd of August. It's 5 to 10, and me and Miles are just chilling out. It's actually, the weather's kind of cool right now. It's starting to warm up, but earlier today, it was kind of like spring in the States. It was nice and cool. Humidity was low. The temperature was like 80, 82, I think it was. I know that sounds hot to a lot of people in the States, but like I said yesterday, when you're used to 94 and it drops 10 degrees, 10, 11, 12 degrees, it's a welcoming feeling. Well, the conversation today is the frustration of dealing with the hospitals and the doctors in the Philippines, especially you got your private hospitals, and then you got your public hospitals. Now, depending on where you're at, you know, you might have really good public hospitals, and you might have really bad. In other words, they're like a meat market. You know, you go there to die. Then you got your private hospitals, and they can fall into the same category. You know, they could be really good hospitals, or there's just a place where you go to die. What was it, about a little over 2 years, maybe 2.5 years ago, Miles had to go to the hospital. Miles was in the hospital.
Were you in the hospital?
Huh?
Were you in the hospital?
What is it? How long has it been?
1 year, 3 months.
Yeah, it's been, I'm sorry.
Just
about
last year.
Yeah, about a year and 3 months, a year and 4 months,
Yeah,
I don't know.
July, August, yeah.
What happened was they found a mass.
15 months.
Okay. They found a mass on the left side of her neck, which she knew about, but she chose to ignore. You know, that thinking, if I ignore it, it'll go away. It doesn't work that way. Well, anyway, now I'm not chastising. I gave her a hard time about it. I said, if something's wrong with it. See, in the Philippines, people don't like going to the doctors because they can't afford it. So they try to ignore, you know, and I think that's one of the major, and they don't, it's frustrating when you go to the hospital. It's very frustrating, and you'll see why. It's good for, even some of the Philippine people told me, he said, it's crazy. All right, we went to the Black Nazareth, and it's in St. Nicholas.
Yeah.
It's in St. Nicholas. It's a private hospital. They were by a few people that were recommended to go there. Don't go to the public. The Marcos. What's the public hospital?
That's good also, but the thing that I don't like is very crowded because it's public.
Yeah, it's a public hospital. So we went to a private hospital in St. Nicholas called the Black Nazareth. Now, I'm used to just going in. You know, a lot of people, they'll get an ambulance to take them in because everything goes real quick. But it was an eye opener for me, because before they do anything to you, you got to pay for it. I'm not talking about insurance. You can have insurance, but the insurance will reimburse you after everything's said and done.
Yeah.
You know, we still haven't gotten money back from Phil Health, and I'm not even counting on it. You go in, we check in at the receptionist / cash window, and before they even look at you, you have to pay what? 250 pesos for the doctor. Come on, keep up now. 600 pesos. Yeah, 600 pesos. $12 for a consultation. Now, either a doctor can tell you, you just got a cold, here's a prescription, knock yourself out. Or they want you to do tests. And they don't, from what we went through, everything is, do this, okay, do that, okay, now do this, okay, do that. And each time they tell you to do something, you got to go to the cash window, wait in line, pay for whatever they want you to do, and then they give you a receipt, and then you go to wherever. Okay, the first thing we had to do was labs, which is normal. And that cost us how much? 200 pesos for to get labs done. So, you know, I went down to cash window, paid the 200, got the receipt, went up to the labs, she got her blood work done, and then we went back down to the doctor. Then he said, okay, now you need to get a CT done, a CAT scan done. Back to the cash window. How much did we pay there?
10.5.
Huh?
10.5.
Yeah, I paid $10,500, $200. I'm just going to base everything on the exchange rate being 50 pesos to the dollar, because I don't remember what the exchange rate was. Went down there, paid for the CAT scan. She got the CAT scan done, and he says, okay, this is what's going on. There's a mass, a large mass on the left side of the neck, and we need to operate. And the doctors were good. At least, I figured they were good. So we had to get a room. They checked her in, they said, you know, she has to check in. We got a room. The first room we went into, I was like, oh, no. It's a, what do they call them? A ward.
Ward.
Okay? The ward ain't like, you know, where there's curtains or anything like that dividing beds up. Nope. There's just beds scattered all over the room. And you find an empty bed, you jump in it. Now, they also got males and females in the same room. And they have old people, and they have people that are basically taking their last breath, okay? And in this room, I don't remember any windows. Was there any windows? I don't. Oh yeah, there was one on that far wall. There was a set of 3 windows that were closed. And in this room, they had one small 9-inch or 12-inch fan. You know, the standing fan that was moving hot air. Now keep in mind, you had people that were sick, people that were throwing up, you know, people that were whining, and I was like, no. So I was like, Miles, we can't do this, man. So I talked to the nurse, and they said, well, they do have private rooms. And I said, okay, let's go for the private room. The private rooms had their own. Matter of fact, in this ward, I didn't see a bathroom or anything. I didn't see nothing in there. I didn't see nothing.
At the corner.
In the corner? I didn't see. What was it? Was it okay? So, go to the private room. It had a TV that didn't work. The air conditioner came on and off. It worked when it wanted to. But what my real shocker is the only job of a nurse in these hospitals was to take your blood pressure and to take your temperature. That's it. In other words, and I'm not above that, but my job was to take care of Miles. In other words, to change her dressing on her surgery when they cut her, and you know, where the pad that they had underneath her, I had to change that, you know, for liquids or blood or whatever like that. And if she had to use the restroom, to get her into the restroom, if she wanted to take a shower, to take her in to get a shower. In other words, I was basically her nurse, with the exception of taking her blood pressure and her temperature. Now that might be only at that hospital. It might be different. Is it different at other hospitals? Did the nurse do other things for you? Huh?
Only that one.
That's
Cleaning.
Well, the doctor did the cleaning.
Yeah.
The doctor
Yes.
came in and did
And
the cleaning of the when they cut her open. Well,
assistance, or if you need them for assisting
Yeah.
doing something.
now I was getting kind of irritated because they kept on saying, I said, hey, she hasn't eaten.
Oh, yeah, the first night.
Yeah, I said, she has not eaten anything all day long. Is she gonna be fed? Yeah, we'll get it. Then all of a sudden, 8 o'clock at night, I kind of like said, you know, man, you all been telling me all day long that she was gonna get fed and nothing. And that's what I said. But next thing I know, I was the biggest bastard because I hurt their feelings. I never got that one. And what the nurse said to me, we're kind people and you hurt my heart. I was like, I don't give a fuck if I hurt your heart, you know? I've been asking.
Hurt my feelings,
Yeah.
not heart.
You hurt my feelings. Also, I asked if you're going to feed her or not, because I was going to go down the street and get her something to eat.
At, and 10 o'clock at night, they went to the Jollibee and
Yeah, and I told him, I said,
bring
okay.
us something to eat.
And I told her, I said, where can I go to get something to eat for her? And she goes, no, we'll take care of it. And I was like, you've been saying that all day long. And well, they went and got her something, Jollibees or whatever. And well, she had the surgery. And yeah, it was, I seen it. Now, I didn't, people say, why didn't you take a picture? I was like, no, I'm not taking no damn picture of a it was like a cyst or something, but it was like an egg. It was about the size of an egg. It looked like an egg because it was white. That's what they got out of it. And I was like, where the hell would that fit in her neck? It was pretty big. Now, what they did they cut nerves, so that's why she has to go through, she's still going through physical therapy now. I mean, she can move, in the very beginning, she couldn't even move her left arm because they cut that nerve, that, you know, for her arm. Now, everything's said and done. I had to pay for everything. The surgery, I had to pay for that before they did it. But when everything was said and done, and no, I do not put a price on human life. We paid how much?
278, I think.
Yeah, 278,000 pesos. Which, like I said, it didn't bother me. I had the money. It didn't
But
bother me.
my computation, I didn't include the CT scan. CT scan is 10,500, and the laboratory 2 times.
Yeah, well, and everybody
and
knows.
The ultrasound.
Yeah, they give you an
X-ray.
Yeah, but, and plus everything, everybody knows, everything after the surgery, they wanted to do another x-ray and ultrasound and all this other stuff. And I'll tell you, the doctors were great. I mean, everybody knows surgeons have zero bedside manner. So he was straight to the business. He didn't want to, he wasn't there to be my friend, which I respect. That's the way I want it. Just tell me what's going on. I don't sugarcoat it. Don't make it sound, tell me what the hell's going on. You know? Was I scared at the time? Of course I was scared, because they didn't know if it was cancer or not. They didn't know.
But the doctor I really appreciate is the doctor of cardiology.
Oh, the big guy. The big guy. Yeah,
the cardio.
The heart doctor. Yeah, there was the heart doctor there. He was a big old boy. I'm not talking fat. He was big. He was a.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's a good doctor, and he was compassionate, because I think he realized that so much crap was dumped on us all at one time. You know what I mean? Everybody knows when they say there's a mass growing, what do you think automatically? Cancer. Oh my God, cancer. What are we gonna do? You know, but by the grace of a stronger power than ours, was looking out for moms. But to this day, I firmly believe if something's wrong with you, get it checked out. Get it checked out, you know. Don't wait until the last minute. So, what I'm trying to tell y'all is that when you come here, see, I have TRICARE, but TRICARE ain't worth a damn here, okay? We've been checking out the insurance. The hospital we're at has an insurance program, but I just want to make sure it's not a scheme where you pay, and then you got to jump through a bunch of hoops when something happens and you need to go there. Because the Black Nazareth is a very good hospital. It's a small hospital, but it's a very good hospital. You know?
Actually, people says that hospital become bigger.
Well, they were doing things there. Come out here, and you plan on living here, you got to get insurance, man. You got, or at least have 500,000 or more in some type of fund that you don't touch for medical reasons. Because you got to pay it here, you got to pay as you go. It's not, okay, well, you'll get a bill when you leave. And guess what? If you don't have money, I mean, say you're being discharged and they say, well, you owe this amount of money, whatever it is, because they want to clean up the book. If you ain't got that money, guess what? You ain't going nowhere. You stay in that hospital until the money's paid. Plus, you got to pay for the time you're waiting to pay them.
They won't allow you to go just sitting there in front of that paying
Well,
bill section.
you didn't leave.
Just waiting.
You didn't leave the room until after I went downstairs and paid the final bill. They wouldn't, because when you had to give the nurse, the ward nurse, or the ward nurse, you had to give them the receipt saying that you paid that bill. Well, this video is going kind of long, 20 minutes. I don't like being that long, but I just thought I'd let you all know, man. You need to prepare for medical. So you all be good. Take care of yourselves. Love each other. Love yourself, man. And have a great day or a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.